Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter project is being ran. And today, I've got a special Fiverr order. Someone said, hey, come check out my Kickstarter, so I'm here. By the way, if you're interested in that, click on that link down below. But right now, I am very excited to be checking out the 34th most popular project in product design, I believe it was. That is Kiiver First Carbon Fiber Passport Case. Minimalist, made of 100% carbon fiber, light and resistant, designed to keep ... It's only raised 1,400 euros on day one, which is, that's not good. That's not good for the long term. You typically want to see at least 50% on day one, or else you should immediately say, all right, how do I pivot for a potential relaunch? So not sure what's going on here. Let's see if we can sniff it out. I look at the main image. And so here's the thing. I have to try and get my mind into the person who would want to buy this. And that way, better in order to see if the Kickstarter's doing what it's trying to do. And I see this image, and I'm very unimpressed. Like, I see a passport. I see a watch for some reason, a computer. I get you're getting that, like, this is for the on-the-go, a traveler. But this just looks so generic and stock imagey and just... It does... I can't even... I would like this zoomed in more. And maybe when I click on the picture, it will look more zoomed in. But at just this main image out here, it looks very unimpressive, and I don't see a reason to click on it. I don't see a price. I don't see, any of the features, what it can hold. And honestly, designed to keep what? I'm very curious. So as always, when you go into the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Keep your passport clean and safe wherever you go. So we zoom into it now, and I'm starting to see the texture, because carbon fiber... That's like the stuff that's on like car seats, I'm pretty sure, right? So I like the feel of that. I'm excited about the feel of this. But as always, when I go in the video, do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
Avid travelers are often faced with the problem of how to store their passport safely. After a year-long development, we believe we have found the solution. Carbon fiber-based passport case.
This video right there, like that. This looks so stock imagey. Like this computer? Like, what? And maybe it's just me. I don't know if this is the way to go.
The solution. Carbon fiber-based passport case, where high technology meets craftsmanship.
High tech meets handcrafted.
Sober and minimalist design.
Now that shot right there, that shot I did like. So now I'm kind of getting an idea of what's underneath it, why I want it. Because while I cannot feel this texture, I know what that texture feels like, and I like that texture. But then I see this metal, like this chunk of metal, and I say, wow, that's durable.
Sober and
that was a great shot.
Minimalist design. Quick and easy to use. Compatible with all passports. Ultra lightweight and ultra thin.
Great shot. Excellent shot right there. 38, 39. Great. And honestly, maybe that's one thing you put on that main image. Maybe you sell it a little bit more. Weighs a gram. 1 gram. Ultra light. 1 gram. Like, because right there I say, especially when I see that metal, I wonder if you could show me that metal shot somehow while still showing me, the grooves in it. Because I know you want to show off the texture. You want to... It's really hard to sell this on Kickstarter because part of the appeal is just how it feels. And you can't convey that except by imagery. But I think maybe showing me the metal on the inside and the fact that it only weighs 1 gram. I don't know.
Making it easy to fit into any pocket or bag.
And now we're back to this super generic-y, stock imagey. And I don't think I don't think that appeals to anybody. Like, if I'm interested in your product in the first place, I know I'm going to the airport. I know I'm flying in a plane. Like, nobody who doesn't leave the country is going to be like, I better get that passport in a car. So, I don't know. When we dip to the... I feel like we should just stay on topic. I think that's the main thing. When we're actually talking about the product in this video, it's great. And I'm all in. But once we get to, like, the generic, like, stock imagey, like, oh, hey, look, we drew this.
Avid travelers are often faced with the problem of how to store their passport.
What do I do with my passport? Like, no, I honestly just want this all, like, that. No, just get down to business. Show me this. This is good. This is great. But now we're getting it. Okay, here we go. And now water resistant. This is what I want to see.
Waterproof and dust resistant. waterproof and dust resistant.
And I think you mentioned that. Light and resistant. So you said resistant, but I think you should say water resistant. I think you should just go the whole way, because I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to figure out how we can spruce up that main image, because I think that main image is just very generic.
Suitable to any environment. High quality material protects the passport from...
Okay, so I like the anti-bending, but I think you should have got the person to go hard on that. That's not a very convincing anti-bending thing, and maybe it's not, and like it could be feasible that it might, if you bend it too hard, do it. But I would just at least put a little, like, this is more, I guess, on the hand actor.
High quality material.
Like it's just like look, let's do versus like this. Like, get into it. Let me see those elbows flapping.
Material protects the passport from bending.
You keep putting it in bags. I guess that's good. You're showing me how it fits and everything. But honestly, like, it's so, like, whatever a passport fits into, this presumably it's going to fit into. And yeah, so I want to really go on that. Since your product is nearly the exact same size as a passport, and I am buying this because I obviously use my passport frequently, or planning on using my passport, I have a rough estimate of what the size of that passport is. I feel like all this sliding it into different bags, I don't know if we need that much of that. I know what size this product is. I know what it fit into. And then we got the generic, like, oh, go on an adventure and see a waterfall and take a picture. And it's like, I know the creators of the video were trying to do this overarching backstory, but I don't think it lands. Because here's the reason why. I don't need reminded why I need something to carry my passport. With a lot of product design products, you need to kind of remind people why you might want this. Like, oh, do you do this a lot? Or do you do that a lot? Or you do this a lot? And you'd be like, oh, I actually do that. Maybe I could use this. Whereas with the passport holder, I'm like, yeah, I know I either need it or don't need it. And I just think it adds, it's just, every time we go away from the passport, I don't like this.
Exceptionally strong. The carbon case can withstand shocks, drops, and...
Great, I guess. That's weird. Like, what was I expecting was going to happen here? Like, I get that you're trying to show me, like, what else is going to happen? Like, it's like, what happens when I drop this hand sanitizer on top of this Post-it note? And you'd be like, yeah, it's going to bounce off, because that's about that's how physics work, right? I don't know. This shot just seems unnecessary and odd, and I'm sure there's a better way to do it.
Scratches. Prepare for your next adventure and make sure that your passport is safe and secure.
I also don't like the fact you never said the name of the product, because honestly, I'm like, is it Kiiver? Is it Kiiver? I don't know. I'd like to know that. So video, the video and the product itself are very, very interesting ones. And so I'm excited that I'm doing this Kickstarter critique, because I'm really trying to put my mind into the type of person who'd be like, yes, I need this. And it's fun. So did I think the video was well done? I think when you were talking about the product itself and you were showing me things about the product, it was very well done, but everything else I did not. I just thought it was like extra fluff. And here's the bottom line. Sometimes I come to Kickstarter because I want a personal story and I want to invest in you and invest in your product and see you succeed and see you grow and maybe support you on your next Kickstarter endeavor. I don't feel this way about this product. Like I don't need a personal touch. It's a thing that holds my passport, you know, and I just think we should have maybe splice this down like 20-25 seconds to just brass tacks exactly what this is and the cost too. That's the other thing. I'd like to know the cost. I'd love to know the cost of that main image. But first created. Ooh, first created, zero backed. That always looks terrible. that looks bad. It looks like a straight up cash grab. And if you want to get rid of that straight up cash grab vibe, go back 50 things for $1. And if you don't want to pay $50, go back 50 things for $1 that are going to fail. And then it still says first created, 50 backed. And all of a sudden, Kiiver looks like a member of the Kickstarter community who is now, you know, dipping their toes into creating something as opposed to someone who just came here to get some chingling ding. The cash. Kiiver was born from the idea of manufacturing quality products for travelers, mainly made of carbon fiber, with a minimalist design and highly functional outcome. Whoa, that's a bad first sentence. Like, your whole company, yeah, we had this idea that you know, people travel a lot, and you gotta keep your passport safe, right? Like, what if you spill your drink? on your bag. We should make a passport case. What do we make it out of? You know what people love? They love the feel of that carbon fiber in their car. Make it off that. Like I don't know. I don't like this first one. It just seems so. I don't know. This durable passport case is tried and tested, and I would love the opportunity to bring it to the market. And I guess here's my main issue. This is supposed to be about you, and this is still about the product. This is about the creator. The story is about Kiiver. I want to know about Ignacio Ariel Kakaki. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Also, Instagram, okay? This is where you're trying to inspire me to back you as well. 57 followers, 43 followers. Okay. And it's just pictures of your stuff. But actually, are those real pictures? Because if those are real pictures, yeah, so these are physical products. And every single one of these images looks like it's from the video. Yeah, now that I look at it, that's exactly what that looks like. Okay. So I'm very uninspired here. Because honestly, first created is not a deal breaker on the can you do it. Because the three factors. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And can you do it? Nothing you've really shown me, except for the one prototype thing, has really convinced me yet. So hopefully we will see that in here. Do I want it? Yeah. I mean, if I like the idea of a carbon fire thing, yeah, I suppose I do. It's really going to hinge a lot on the price, so hopefully we hit down to business and do how much it is. Also, just checking here, we got a collaborator. We do have one collaborator, which means we should have two people in the customer service, so we should have good updates and comments, hopefully. Kiiver is the answer. Shockproof. K. Water resistance. Awesome. Scratch resistant. Now that, I think you should have shown that in there. I think you really should. Because I think if I'm that person who's going to go out of my way to get this real sleek thing to cover this, I don't like it when my things get scuffed up. I'm thinking like the kind of people who are like, oh, these shoes are totally ruined. And you look at them and it's like, what's wrong with the shoes? It's like, because it's scuffed up. Because that's the kind of life they can live. And so I think the scratch resistant is something I would have spotlighted a little bit more. Dust proof. Okay. Not sure what that means. Won't collect. It won't get dust on it, I suppose. Okay, cool. Anti-bending. And maybe that one you could probably do. I don't know if you could do it. Could you set up like a high dust environment and then that'd be a cool one. Like that right there would be a great spotlight. This is dust resistant. Like if you could like literally just feel the thing in your finger, like there's dust here, not dust there. Anti-bending. Once again, I was unimpressed with the one in that video. Lightweight, high quality, ultra thin. Okay. And we're doing this. So this is a very common trope that I see in product design. Jalop does this a lot, or who are people who handle Kickstarter consulting and they do a lot of the Kickstarter stories. So pretty much what we're going to see is just the regurgitation of all the things that we saw in the video here. And I'm not a big fan of this style at all. You're being redundant for most people because most people look at the video. I've done polls on this. Now, not everybody does. Some people just go straight to the story here. But most people look at the video, and right now you're being redundant, and I don't mind you being redundant, but I want you to get down to business before you get to redundancy, which is why I still need to see the price. And yes, I know I can go over here and click on it, but the majority of people who shop on Kickstarter now are using mobile. And when you're on mobile, that's not something you can just easily get to. You have to do another click, so don't make people do that click. And hopefully we get the price somewhere here, and not just... So let's see. We finally managed to manufacture the first fully functional carbon fiber prototype. Since then, I have successfully tested the Passport cover for over a year. Oh, so now you're trying to make it into a personal story. They're like, hey, I made this, and then I took it around for a year, and here's me going on the adventure in these insanely nice and clean clothes. So I will say, I'm glad you didn't go with that story arc in the video. Or maybe, honestly, I would have done that. I think that would have been a better way to do this. Just if that actually is the true story, you just say, hey, I made this a year ago. I thought it was going to be awesome. I tested it out for over a year going on adventures. Then you're just splicing in pictures of you doing different things, being at different places, saying, and this thing survived all that. And then maybe we see like a characterization of the drama that this thing has went through. Like maybe somebody spills Mai Tais on it and you're like, oh no, it's water resistant, no biggie. Or maybe it gets hit by like someone drops a camera on it or something, and it bounces off. You're like, oh, it's fine, no dents or whatever. I think that would have been a better way to go and a more engrossing way to share your story if this is actually your story. Because that's an interesting little aside. If you tested this thing out for a year, I'd lean into that. The passport, because you could give this a personal touch. You could, like I said, I didn't think this was the kind of thing that would get a personal touch, but you could have made it into a personal touch, and you have the story. And if you relaunch, I think that's something you might want to consider. Passport's case is made from 100% high-quality carbon fiber. We're redundant. I know all this. The internal TPU fabric provides a smooth surface that prevents scratches on the passport. Actually, that is nice. We didn't really spotlight that, I don't think. Soft rubber insert, internal. Yeah, this shot, I think, is honestly much better than the main image you have. Because the main image you have, I can't really tell. Whereas this, it's kind of showing me what's on the inside, showing me what's on the outside, showing me it's water resistant, showing me the price, especially if this price is a decent one, which hopefully we'll get to sooner than later. Ultra thin, I get it, compatible with all passports. Yeah, cool, look at that. That's a great shot. Like, that shot right there. Honestly, if you show me that shot, I think that's a better shot than the main image as well. Really do. 100% carbon fiber. I've heard that. That's like the 8th time. Can we get to the price before we get to the redundancy? Lightweight and super resistant carbon fiber is the same material used to produce such quality for spacecraft, aircraft, civil engineering, motors. Impressive stuff. Water and dust resistant. Hey, there's stuff. Shock proof. Now, whoa! Whoa! What the hell is this? This is what I'm talking about. In the video, you show me a tiny marble, and in the picture, you show me a hammer. Go with the hammer in the video, okay? Go with the dramatic effect. Hell, that would be a great main image. If it's just like someone smashing this passport case with a hammer, and now all of a sudden I say, wow, it's carbon fiber. That thing's durable. I think there's so many other potential narratives you could say with that main story as opposed to what we got, which was just, hey, this is this thing. It goes, hold your stuff. Look, it holds your stuff. Like, I just think the route taken undersells the product a little bit. Ultra lightweight, I know. Anti-bending, once again, I don't feel inspired by this. Compact and pocketable, of course. It's in the news. Read the article. What is this? Launches a Kickstarter. This is not impressive. This is not impressive. I hate this. Why do I see this on Kickstarter? It's only, I shouldn't say it's only. Typically, it's on product design. They're talking about the fact you launched a Kickstarter. That's it. Like, that's not newsworthy. Newsworthy? It's none of the worthies. I don't care. Like, what? For months, we tested different materials and processes. Finally, we reached a balance between mechanical properties, cost, and sustainability. This looks so stock imagey. But now we're getting the factory shots. I do like that. I do like the factory shots. After all these attempts, we achieved a process was practically no scrap and with the lowest energy consumption, fitting into our mindset of getting the best with the least waste, environmental impact. I personally don't care about that garbage. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because it's actually super duper important. I just like saying garbage. I personally, as a consumer, don't care about that. I make so little, I'm lower middle class. Lower middle class typically does not have the luxury of caring about this sort of things. However, if you are the kind of person that is in the upper class, that is interested in a product like this, then that is something that I think could be appealing. I'm picturing maybe like a 19-year-old trust fund kid or something like that, needs a passport cover, looks at this and says, oh, it's got the environmental impact, it's great. Like, I think that's something you lean into potentially as well. Maybe in the main image, maybe in the story. Because in product design, and I want to take a look at this real quick before we keep going on. Yeah, I feel like most... Yeah, I'm definitely more inspired by some of these than other of these. Okay, but duh. I used it for several months, and it was very helpful. I stopped worrying about my passport. Okay. Good, I guess. Rewards. And here we go, $39. And this is terrible. This is absolutely atrocious, god-awful. I hate it. This is a whole letter grade lost. $39 is a fantastic price. And I've done polling on this before. If you are charging less than $50 on a Kickstarter project, it's like 70% of people put like next to no research into it. They're like, that's such a low amount of money to a lot of Kickstarter backers that if you have a price like this, I think you shout this from the rooftops. $39. Dude, smashing it with the hammer. This is the passport case that you're going to need. You're going to have it for the rest of your life. And then we got, the double pack, which has there's no discount here. There's no discount on the double pack, which is odd. I guess you're just trying to spotlight that pledge level, which is good. But it is what it is. Hopefully, once you get done with these early birds, you get rid of that as well. Because if an early bird is gone, don't just tease me with it. Don't put it in front of my face. Get rid of it. I don't know if it's sold out yet. So we have 22 backers of the super early bird. So no. Then we got the early bird 0 backers, which is okay. That makes sense. We got 0 backers on the special Kickstarter price. We got the double pack super early bird. We got 6 people there. Travelers is the discount free shipping. Now that whoa! Oh my gosh, Beep, you're the best. I really am bad at stuff. Okay. And here's the bottom line. If you're offering free shipping of any way, shape, or form, that is the kind of thing that needs to be on that main image. And yeah, okay. So I'm glad Beep saw that. Thank you. He bailed me out there. And so if you order 2, you get the free shipping. So what's the difference? This is the single. Oh, this is just the early bird, the special early bird, the blah 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 early birds. Okay, back double packs and get free shipping. That's awesome. And here's the thing. You take this symbology, you make it a little bit bigger, like just right here, just on the bottom, back 2 of them, get free shipping, because immediately I say to myself, a lot of the people that are doing this traveling, and I have an ex-girlfriend who does this. She decided not to have kids. You know what she does? She goes everywhere. And now she goes with her significant other. And so I think that's a great pledge level. I think that's a great idea. I think that's spectacular. But I would spotlight that. I would 100% spotlight that. And yeah, Beep agrees. All right, so where were we? Timeline. November, February, April, June, delivery begins. Let's see if the shipping is in here. A lot of times with these, they will have the shipping in here. No, so we do need to get down to the shipping. Hopefully we'll get to that soon. Sharing is caring. And, oh no! Oh no, that hurts. You can't do that. You cannot do that. I need to know the shipping. Now, I imagine the shipping's going to be very minimal, especially if I'm in the United States of America. I imagine there is going to be shipping to the entire world, but with specific prices. And also, is free shipping worldwide? Or is that information in here? Let's see if that. So a lot of times we'll put it on the side. And by the way, if it's on the side, that's still terrible. It should be over here in the story. This is your story. I should know every single detail about your Kickstarter from just the story. And then, if there's more updates, you post them in the updates, and I find out more. But everything important needs to be here. So the note. So let's go to the one. Let's just go to the one. Super early bird. Shipping, it's not listed. That's bad. So that's an immediate letter grade drop right there as well, because there's only 3 things that you need to convince Kickstarter backers, which is, do they want your product? Can you do their product? And how much is that product? And right now, I only know a chunk of how much it is. I see the $44. Oh, by the way, convert this into, you did not. You made it even more confusing. So it's not actually $39, it's 39 euros, which converts to $45. And I'm going to guess that maybe, I hope this is the case, I'm just going to speculate that Kiiver paid somebody else to do this, and that's just something that they miss. But that needs to be fixed, because right now, so what you do is you just put that in euros, 39 euros, but then you also, right down below it, you put $45, because the majority of the people backing this are from the United States of America. Chances are, 11 compared to UK at 5. That's about normal, with UK being second. So yeah, not having shipping information, that is a cardinal sin. The prices here are incorrect, so definitely got to fix that one as well. I would spotlight the shipping. What else we got? Yeah, you got to have me. I got to know shipping. Especially, and here's the thing, because you can't just bank on everybody getting 2 of them. Like that's okay. So FAQ updates, comments, no FAQs. I find that very hard to believe. I have a lot of questions about shipping mostly. Updates, no updates. Also not good. Now this launched yesterday. Typical Kickstarter standard is that you post at the end of the day. Good, bad, whatever, you post at the end of the day, you say, hey, thank you so much for joining. You thank the people that are there, because even if you fail, even if you fall miserably flat on your face and you have to relaunch the product, as long as you treat those original 11, 15, 20, 100, whatever number of people good, there's a very good chance that they'll come back the next time. And with you fixing a lot of pitfalls that you might fall into with the first Kickstarter, you can start the project even bigger. What I'm meaning by that is, so let's say 50 people get really interested in this project, but you have to relaunch it. That is 50 more people that are going to be invested in your product day one when it launches, which means you're going to be more likely to bump yourself up higher on that popularity chart and get seen by other people. Currently not telling me what the great deal discount I'm getting for getting 2 of them. The internet hurts me. Is it back? I think the internet is back. I apologize. Had a internet outage right there, but we are back. Could you please provide links to all the articles you just play on your campaign page? Also, I guess gmail.com is not your website. Could you provide a link to your website? What is your or your team expertise in creating and selling products? Where will this product be made, and from where will it be shipped? As you are based in Germany, I guess we Europeans will not have to pay any taxes, I guess. Could you please confirm? So yes, these are all very valuable things that you need to be answering, and these are all FAQ questions. Like that's exactly what the FAQ is for, because every single one of these questions is just a no-brainer. And what you have here is an annoyed superbacker. This is just someone, and what a superbacker is, means they back tons and tons and tons of Kickstarter products. They love Kickstarter. They spend a lot of their time on Kickstarter. They're fantastic people to have in your corner. But these are all things that he should already know. And there's probably even more, as I went through a lot of the stuff, that they should know. And you need to put all that stuff in your story. Hello, we don't have a website yet because the product is not on the market. But if you want to see more, take a look at the Instagram account. Okay, so why would you then don't post gmail.com as your, I don't know. No website. Okay, a company address at least. Sorry, but I haven't been burnt too many times on Kickstarter. Yeah, 100%. And you forget to give the links to the articles in the newspaper, websites listed on your campaign page. Thanks in advance for your understanding. Hello, B. It's my first startup, and I'm using all my resources to promote the Kickstarter page. I'll contact with PR company with a question. We are waiting for the rest to publish the articles. In the meantime, you can read the one in digital journal. Have a nice day. And so that right there, honestly, that might be, I think, what you need to evaluate is who your PR company is. Because I see a lot of products like this that they launch with very similar looking pages, very similar looking products, and typically they launch to a much bigger launch. And if you're not, that means that you're not marketing in the right spots on the internet pretty much. Thanks for your honest answer. I will stay for the time being and see how it goes. Yeah, skeptical. You are welcome. B. No RFID protection. The Kiiver passport does not have RFID. I will add your question in a longer answer FAQ as soon as possible. Thanks for your support. So, I will add your question in a longer answer. So they're working on the FAQ now. I'll wait. Awesome. How reliable is the water resistance? The water resistance of Kiiver is good enough to protect your passport from rain, splashes, and unexpected spills. Thanks for your support. The free shipping also includes Asia. We have free shipping in Asia. Thank you for your support. And so, yeah, so here's my, final grade and then final advice. Do I want it? I think you have a product that is what I like to call bulletproof, which is it's such a niche product, it's such a different product, there's not a huge market, at least as far as I know, for this product, carbon fiber passport holders, that people are going to give you a lot of wiggle room with mistakes. You know, and I see this all the time with Kickstarters. You can have the not best Kickstarter page as long as you have a really unique or awesome product. And if you can have both, great, and the product, well, that's when you see millions of dollars. So do I want it? Yes. Yes. And I think the video, when it was talking about the product, did a great job of advertising it. Can you do it? Skeptical. A lot of stuff here leaves me really concerned. And a lot of it was mentioned in the comments right there. 100%. There's so many things that are not on this page, and the thing is, he's asking about different things as well, and I'm asking about these other things, and this should all be on here, and it's not. And that just adds to the can you do it, because if you're forgetting all these little details, it just, the point of even making the product. What about when it comes to manufacturing and shipping and the logistics and all this, the shenanigans? Because it's not fun. I've shipped a 500 print run of a game and it sucked. I wouldn't feel comfortable, and I don't. Especially when you don't even include a shipping section at all. That's so hard. That's unforgivable. That's a giant red flag. So can you do it? No, I don't feel comfortable with that. And then how much is it? Yeah, once again, we got it good. I think the price is great. I think if you say $39, 39 euros, and then as soon as that super early bird sells out, then you bump it up to whatever, 49 euros or whatever it is. I think you spotlight that at the front, especially early on. Because I don't think the price is unreasonable, especially if you happen to be buying two. Now, granted, that's just still not a check plus. This is a check minus because I don't know the cost because you didn't tell me the shipping. So not mentioning the shipping is bad on the how much is it? It's bad on the how, can you do it? It's just, so that's a whole letter grade drop there. And in the end, this is a really uninspiring Kickstarter page. So I think my final grade on this one, probably D-. I think there's definitely some solids here, but there's a lot of little mistakes that just add up. And I think if you fix those little mistakes, yeah, I don't think you necessarily have to retool the video, but if you think you did, I think it'd be definitely in your best interest. But other than that, very uninspiring. So it's a D-. But let me know in the comments below. What is your grade for the Kiiver First Carbon Fiber Passport case? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you're ever interested in having a Kickstarter product of yours to have a Kickstarter critique on it, please be sure to click on that Fiverr link down below, and be sure to click on the subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers this year to celebrate my 9-year anniversary of making YouTube content. And as always, have a great day. I don't say that, but I hope you do.